In his paper entitled Studies in Statistical Ecology involving weighted distributions, published in Statistics, Applications and New Directions by the Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, in 1984, Dr. G.P. Patil, a well-known statistician, in fact, a legendary statistician of our time, reported an interesting study conducted in Morocco in the year 1966 for estimating the mean sojourn time of the tourists, that is, the average staying time of the tourists. For this, two types of surveys were conducted. One by contacting tourists staying in hotels, and the other by contacting tourists at frontier stations such as airports, bus stands, railway stations, etc., while leaving the country. The results obtained in these two cases were quite surprising. There was found much difference between the sojourn time, that is, the average period of stay reported by the tourists at frontier stations while leaving the country, and that reported by the tourists residing in hotels. The average sojourn time reported by 12,321 tourists at frontier stations while going, that is, while leaving the country, was found as 9 days, whereas the average sojourn time reported by the tourists residing at hotels was found as 17.8 days. Such a big difference. One is almost double of the other. Is it not surprising? Why it is so? Is there any fault in sampling? Or is there any errors in the calculation of average time? If not, then how to explain this difference between the two estimates? Which estimate should be considered more reliable? It might have been a problem for the officials in the planning department as to which one of these two estimates should be considered and which one should be discarded. You think over it. It appears like a paradox. Do not be in dilemma. Let us try to understand it in this way. One point must be clear, that the observations obtained by the going tourists, that is, by the tourists leaving the country after their stay, must be considered as true observations. They have reported the actual time that they stayed in the country, and so the estimate of 9 days is valid. At hotels, the flow of tourists may be assumed to be in a steady state. It means that for each certain number of tourists, the rate of tourists arriving at hotels must be balanced by the rate of their going. This is what generally happens in a queuing system. It can be shown that in a steady state of flow of tourists, the sojourn time, as reported by those contacted at the hotels, has a size biased distribution. So, the observed average will be an overestimate of the mean sojourn time. Let x be a random variable having its PDF fx and having its mean mu. If xw is a size biased random variable, then the PDF of xw is given by fxw equal to xfx by mu. And the expected value of the reciprocal of xw, that is expected value of 1 by xw, is equal to 1 by mu. It is quite evident. This shows that the harmonic mean of the size biased observations is a valid estimate of mu. Thus, the harmonic mean of the observations obtained from the tourists staying at hotels would have been the appropriate estimate of the mean sojourn time. This harmonic mean would have been comparable with the mean sojourn time on the basis of the observations provided by the tourists at the frontier stations. Statistics is really an interesting subject, full of complexities and limitations. And so, its valid use requires wisdom. Thank you. Thank you very much.